Dad?
What?
Can you come in here and sit down, please?
I don't feel like sitting down.
You will when you hear what I've got to tell you.
Well, what is it?
We're in trouble.
If you mean the writ won't do our reputation any good, I managed to work that out for myself.
It's not just our reputation. I mean big trouble. We could even lose the yard.
Ah, she's only trying it on. She can claim under her own policy.
Only if it's a marine peril. I mean, if negligence can be proved, she probably won't be covered. That's why she's suing us.
Well, that's okay. We're insured for any claim under our warranty.
We're only insured for the boat. $1.5 million of her claims for the loss of her husband.
Bloody hell.
Where are you going?
Calling Brighton.
I've already rung him.
Huh? What did he say?
Well, he said the first thing we must do is issue our own writ against Tom, claiming that he failed to use his best endeavours to ensure the safety of the craft, as required by the terms of his contract.
Well, no one can say he didn't use his best endeavours. I mean, no one can accuse him of not trying. And we don't even know if it was a design fault.
I know, it's only a precaution, Dad. Oh, it's for Tom's benefit, too. I mean, it's not going to help him if we lose the yard, is it?
Oh. I suppose you're right.
Oh, and also, he said we must write an official letter suspending Tom's contract as designer. Legally, we have to show that we did everything possible as soon as Tom's alleged negligence was brought to our attention.
I don't like it, love. We should be standing by him.
How do you think I feel?
Then, in 1984, he got 6 months for assault.
I knew it. I just knew he was a villain.
According to my information, he's a professional thug, hired gun. Oh, I don't mean he carries firearms. Far too clever for that.
Oh, God, what are we going to do?
We? It's not my problem.
You're Abby's father.
Oh, yes. A fact which you kept secret from me for over 20 years. My God. You've got a hell of a nerve, Polly. You deprive me of my daughter's childhood, and when you can't cope, you expect me to pick up the pieces.
I know. I know I've no right to ask for your help. But Gerald's so weak, and I have no one else to turn to.
And just what do you expect me to do?
Talk to her. She won't listen to me.
Well, she's hardly going to listen to me, is she?
She doesn't despise you. And Charles, we have to do something. She'll end up in prison otherwise.
Where is she now?
Staying with Jan Howard. I talked to her on the phone last night. She said she didn't want to come home.
She's bound to guess, you know. If I start trying to interfere with her life, she'll guess why.
Consider that you've broken the terms of your contract. Accept this letter as official notice of suspension. We can't do this.
We can, Tom. We've taken legal advice. I advise you to do the same.
I see. Hell hath no fury.
It's got nothing to do with our row. I know it must appear like that, but it's just a way of protecting the yard, of saving something out of this mess.
And you're quite prepared to let me go to the wall?
I'm sure it won't come to that. But you are the boat's designer. And I don't see why Dad should suffer. Maybe lose his yard.
Oh. Oh, suddenly it's his yard now, is it?
Tom, please. Try to look at this dispassionately. We've got to be hard-headed.
Hard-headed? I'll try. Maybe you could give me a few hints.
I still care about you. Deeply. It breaks my heart to see you looking at me like this.
Heart. What heart?
Hello, Abby.
If you want Mrs. Howard, I'm afraid she's out.
No. It's you I wanted to see.
Me?
You, fond of plants?
What do you want to see me about?
Perhaps we could talk in the garden, could we? Your mother asked me to speak to you about the company you've been keeping.
I suppose you mean Curtis Yeager?
Yes. She was very worried. She asked me to make a few inquiries.
Why you?
Well, I have my own intelligence service.
I see.
It seems she had good reason to be worried. I discovered he has a police record.
So?
Abby, do you think we could declare an armistice? After all, our little war's been over for some time now, and you won.
I still don't like you, Mr. Freer, or what you stand for.
No, I am aware of that. Perhaps if you got to know me a little better.
I don't want to get to know you a bit better. And I'm afraid you've had a wasted journey. I'm not seeing Curtis anymore.
Good.
So if that's all...
No. No, not quite. Your mother asked me to act as intermediary to persuade you to go home.
No.
I know how you feel, but she does love you, Abby. Oh, I know she can be pretty tiresome sometimes, but you are her only child. She's got no one else.
She has a husband?
True, but Gerald is away a great deal, and I'm sure she gets lonely.
I'm sorry, but I have my own life to lead.
Do you mind my asking what you intend doing with it?
That's my business.
Yes, yes, of course. It's just that, well, if you ever need a job or...
Well, thank you, but I hope I'll never be that desperate.
Well, goodbye then. Good luck.
Hang on a minute. How long did you say you'd known my mother?
Why?
Well, you must know her very well if she asked you to help.
Yes, we've known each other a number of years.
You're my father, aren't you?